to shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the mostest, Marquis Satan. Every morning I get up and I am blessed to be alive. This morning is no different. I'm alive and I'm well. Most importantly, I am well in my mind. It was such a transition of experiences to go from Champs Convention, going from Yosemite to Champs Convention to Single in a Heartbeat. Your boy Saint has a different mindset. And that's why I started doing this every morning. My mind was going to get right by myself so I could be right by others. When we put on our minds or put on our outfits every morning, we're putting on our clothes. I was talking about Champs. We can pop that up here. Sorry for the audio, but, when we were getting in Champs, shit happens and audio happens, fingers cover up microphones, and life goes on. When we were doing it, the energy was palpable. There were so many people there in the industry that hadn't seen each other in like about 2 years. So for me to be able to have all of my ducks in a row, I'm going to finish this morning blunt with you. For me to have all my ducks in a row, literally to be ready. Actually, let me grab that for you. To have everything on mass business cards, literally the day the mass mandate came back. I put them all away, but your boy stays prepared. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying prepared. I got my mask. I got my everything on mass business cards. You know what I'm saying? I mean, literally teams, logos, names, comics, you name it. All of a sudden, the mask mandate came back, and I was right there on time. All of a sudden, I had my everything on mask ready to go. I had my print in an hour ready to go. You guys seen that flyer? And then I had all my weed swag bags. And I was so proud to be able to have controlled my mind months in advance so that I had it ready in time. And all these lessons and preparation, knowing that I can't buy time and people are buying my time and print in an hour. So when they're using my service, they're in essence bought into my business and bought into my time because I was prepared ahead of them. It's almost the same equivalent as someone standing on the corner selling cold waters. You didn't grab your cold water. You could have organized yourself and just throwing waters in the refrigerator. But because that person was in their own mind, controlling their own mind, they were able to not be in a rush like you are. And because of that convenience, they make the sale. And that's a lot what happens with the convenience stores. Could go all the way to the actual store, but since you haven't been prepared, the funds and time or the amount of funds and time to do it, it's shitty. It sucks. And that's what I started looking at. I just saw a private jet fly over me, and I was like, not for nothing, but they probably already bought a really expensive car, started stacking their money to the extent where they could buy 2 jet fueled engines, not just a Bugatti engine or another engine. They started learning the systems of finances, and that they got up enough that they could actually invest their money. Most people, like all of us, the 99.9% of us, we have to find a way to find money. And that's why I'm so grateful to be an entrepreneur, is I found a way to generate income. I found a way to be myself and smoke weed. I know I get flagged a lot. I'm still getting flagged for the last post I just made because the girl was smoking weed on my show. And I was like, she's smoking CBD. And they're like, it still doesn't matter. You're age restricted. So it's like, I tell the truth on my show, always have, and I always will. People smoke weed, people steal, people lie, and people break up. And that's just facts, We'd like to live a lie, right? We'd always like to be pretty on Instagram, right? But warts and all, your boy Saint has trouble with control. That's why I called it Saint's addiction. I had trouble with my sexual addiction. I had trouble with my drug addiction. And I have a trouble with my control addiction. With my siblings, I made them walk 5 yards ahead of me at all times just because I wanted to be able to see them. I didn't want them to get lost left or right or behind me. It made sense to my mind, but it didn't make sense to their free will. And then I soon realized that I couldn't control another person, right? I could only control me. And if I was going to control me, I was going to have to trick me into doing things that I didn't necessarily want to do, but trick myself into eating my vegetables, if you know what I mean. And there's a lot of us that know what we mean, because all of a sudden, when it comes to to getting up for ice cream, we're running to the refrigerator, we find the energy. If it came for broccoli, all of a sudden they're like, hey, can you bring it to me? And that's my point, is I had to trick myself at Saints Addiction that every time I thought about my ex, I worked harder on my business. Every time I had an idea, I wrote it down. And it was this mind control that started to elevate me. I told you last time, a couple of times ago, but let's pop that video right up there. We talked about if you have lack of control, there will be someone that has control over their lives enough to control yours. And hear me out. Someone had to sit down and write down the Hennessy recipe. Someone had to be moving the Jack Daniel barrels around, even if they're not drinking or ingesting their own medicine or their own poison, I should say, because it is poison. So they're making the poison, they're organizing their minds and themselves and their lives and their business so that they can stay organized, so you can drink their liquor. If you stayed organized, you could make liquor, just like you could bring the water out to the thing, and you could also make your own logos. You can also have your business cards ready. If we stay organized, if we get scattered, if we lose control of our mindset, then everything goes sideways. And I know people out there know what I'm talking about, because we've all been sideways. Let me add a little hash to this morning, marijuana motivation. But it's just true, that we live our lives basically in control of ourselves, and then we give over control to other people. And that was the control mindset that I was talking about this morning, is if we have control over our mindset, then no one else can come in and tell us what to do. Now, granted, there are certain things that we need to pay attention to. I honestly listen to a lot of people. I mean, I'm listening to myself all the motherfucking time, but I'm listening to my mentors. I'm listening to wise words. I'm following some sort of direction. Now, we all have free will, and we will all end up where we made our decisions too. So if that's our destination is Decisionville, then why aren't we making better decisions? Why aren't we not more in control of our mindset? And that's just what kind of the equation came out with this. Like, here's results. Where was mindset before the results? Where was I before the Champs Convention started? Well, I was out here in this room busting my ass making sure these weed swag bags got made. And before I puff it, let me show one off. I mean, I made all these weed swag, got rid of all the boxes. This was all out to here. We literally gave away, I don't even know, what is that, 4 square yards, just to have more boxes. I mean, there's still bags to give away. And I don't know who just liked my post here, but whoever liked it, I was already in my mind like, I'm gonna give away this weed swag bag. I just grabbed one randomly. So whoever disliked it, here's the weed swag bag. This one's yours, the yellow version.com, and go to it. You got a free one. You now have a free bash tray, baby bash on the back, so you can pound out your own piece, your glass piece. You got a custom torch with Ren and Snippy. That's like a $40, $20 worth of $60. Free CBD seltzer water, CBD living water too. So you got 2 drinks all free. Ooh, a nice awesome postcard for Cannabis Queen RX. She's amazing. She hand draws all this. What else is in here? Ooh, you got a monkey tail from my Ben Monkey Tail gear. He makes all this gear, lighters, USBs. Keep it on your wallet. Never lose your lighter. You get a smoke SMK from Ultimate Brands. They're my homies. Those are the guys that make the Billionaire Blunt Wraps. And that's all presented to you by Print an Hour. Your boy Saint had his, I'm literally handing weed swag bags. Oh, and don't forget your hat pins from Stu. 420 Expressions, my boy. 420 Expressions, my boy. I sell these on the website at Weed Swag Bags. You guys can get these at any time you want. $10, 10, 40, 50, 70. $70. So whoever just liked my thing got $70 plus a whole sticker pack of awesome stickers, of course. Don't forget the stickers. $70 bag going out to you. And I'm giving away stuff, man. I want to give to the world, and might not be someone's superhero. Might not be everybody's cup of tea. I'm finding that out. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people don't want me to be topless. Some people don't want me smoking weed. Some people don't want me talking bad about women. But the facts are is I keep it real. That's why I called it Saints Addiction. I had to keep it 1,000. You know what I mean? It's hard to talk about depression. It's hard to talk about suicide. It's hard to talk about breakups, but I like doing the hard work. I love doing the hard work. And that gives me pride. something to look forward to, something that doesn't make me run back to the bottle or the drugs, because those things lied to me. The work never lies. And you can write that, work never lies. We might have to put that on a shirt. Your boy saying, when you write that down, the work never lies. And when you hustling, when you putting in the energy, I just told my friend the other day, people are gonna know oh, shout out, my homie was just texting me. I want to do the work never lies. And we can lie to ourselves, we can lie to ourselves if we're really not in love, or we can lie to ourselves and believe that we're really in love. Work never lies. But the work never lies. If I didn't do the work, I wouldn't have had the cards. And if I hadn't gone to all the conventions, even before I had flyers to give out talking about print, I wouldn't be here today. So you got to start somewhere, but don't start with a lie. Start with a mindset. Start with something inside yourself that says, self, I want to be better. I want to be a better human being. I want to choose better habits. That's our whole motto here at Saints Addiction, is I had to choose better habits. That was my mindset, was that if I was going to put my energy and abilities and resources and money into drugs, then I wasn't going to have the results and resources that I needed when I wanted to do it for my business. That's what I made the switch. I just decided to be addicted to my business. I know a lot of people that switch their addictions or their mindset. It's hard. It's hard to control another person. It's hard to control yourself. And it's especially hard to control your mindset. So that's why I bless up every morning. Bless up to you guys for having a healthy mindset, for staying happy, for staying focused. It's important. Us as human beings, we have to do this with each other. That's why it's a group activity. We tend to make mindset and mentality a personal vendetta. It is not. It is something that we were born to do together. All of us are going to have ups and downs, smiles and frowns. One day you're basking on the beach the 1 minute, and the next day you're getting crashed upon the rocks the next. And life's going to do its worst, so you need to do yours. Do your best, actually. To give us your best effort. It's one of the 4 agreements. 2, control negative thoughts. To control your reactions. And then control where you put your effort. That's the kind of control I'm giving out. It's not control over someone else. That'll never work. Ask my siblings, ask my ex. It's never going to be outside of me. It's always controlling me and what I do, and so I can get the results that I need in the end. So a little bit robotic, but there's still some free will in it. I had the free will to choose the drugs, so why not have the free will to choose the work? And that's all it is. It's a lot of lazy motherfuckers out there like, ooh, I don't want to chop wood, but I'm on some, ooh, hell yeah, how much wood you need? So it's just that mindset of, I don't mind doing the work. I don't mind staying in my own lane, and I don't mind even if people don't like me. You know what I mean? This is going to be a tough one. I just literally got off the phone with Design Pickle. They don't want to do designs for Saints Addiction because it's blasphemous. They didn't too sexual. And I was like, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. You know what I mean? I wanted to challenge religion. I wanted to challenge sexuality, and I wanted to challenge censorship. So even right now, I kind of want to light this blunt. But even if it was just CBD, they'd still try to block me. So to keep my monetization up and keep my money in my pocket, I got to be controlled by them. I don't think so. That's against Saints Anarchy. We're going to be free men here. Fuck the money. I want my freedom. You can keep all the money you want in the world. Just let me do me and you do you. We just live peacefully. That's what your boy Saint's all about. I've been smoking marijuana the whole way through. I said I just want to live a life where I own my own business. I can smoke weed every day, play frisbee every day, work out every day, and I'll be happy every day. That's me. Bless up. So for all the homies out there, I do this show so I can get my own mind control. I want you to have control over your own mind and of some semblance of your life, right? So we can develop our lives to be happier, healthier human beings, not Saints Addiction. On my heart from the start, your boy Marky Saint. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. And that means goodbye, but not forever. I will see you on the other side. If you got anything of this, smash, like, subscribe, give it to a friend, and I'll see you. Peace. Ciao.